In a quaint little town nestled by the mountains, there lived a young woman named Amara. She was known for her kindness and compassion, always putting others before herself. Yet, behind her warm smile, Amara carried the weight of draining relationships. Her closest friends and even some family members seemed to take advantage of her giving nature, leaving her emotionally exhausted and questioning her worth. Among them was her childhood friend, Zaina, whose words often cut deep under the guise of truth. Zaina would constantly belittle Amara's dreams, calling them unrealistic, and criticize her efforts to grow. Then there was Rayhan, a colleague who manipulated her into doing his share of work. Always masking his selfishness with charm, Amara's world felt like a web of toxicity. She feared losing these people, thinking their presence was essential to her life story. She prayed to God every night, asking for clarity and strength, but the thought of confrontation terrified her. One cold evening, Amara sat on the porch, staring at the stars. She whispered a quiet prayer, "God, if these relationships are not meant for me, give me the courage to let them go." She didn't know then, but her life was about to change. The very next day, Zaina and Amara had an argument. For the first time, Amara defended her dreams, and Zaina responded with bitterness. "You've changed, Amara," Zaina said with disdain. Those words struck a chord. Maybe change was exactly what Amara needed. Shortly after, Rayhan's manipulations came to light in the office, and their professional relationship dissolved. At first, Amara felt devastated. The absence of these people left a void in her heart, but over time, she began to see it differently. She noticed how peaceful her life had become. The constant criticism, drama, and emotional exhaustion were gone. In their place was silence, but it was the kind of silence that felt like freedom. As weeks turned into months, Amara started to focus on her passions. She began painting again, something Zaina had once called a childish hobby. She also joined a local community group and made new friends who appreciated her kindness without taking advantage of it. Slowly but surely, Amara's confidence grew. One day, while painting a serene landscape, Amara had an epiphany. Sometimes, God removes people from our lives because He hears conversations we don't. He sees intentions we can't. Letting go isn't a punishment, it's protection. Months later, Amara crossed paths with Zaina at a cafe. Zaina greeted her with a strained smile, and for the first time, Amara felt no bitterness, just peace. Zaina's absence had taught her that not all relationships are meant to last forever. Some people are lessons, not lifelong companions. That evening, as Amara knelt in prayer, she thanked God. Not just for the new people in her life but for the strength to let go of the ones who were never meant to stay. Moral of the story: when God removes people from your life, trust His plan. Sometimes, letting go is the only way to make room for growth, healing, and better connections. Toxic people may have a chapter in your story, but they don't define your ending. Let them go, and watch how God fills your life with peace and purpose.